so we're going to take our liquid latex on a little sponge. And we're just going to dab it on the area. I've got a bit on your arm, but don't worry, it'll peel off.
Yeah.
What you want to do is apply quite a thin layer of it, because we're going to build it up a little bit, and then you just want to leave that to dry.
Good effect.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Your little face is not in shot there. That's an evil smile. Ooh. I think you look like you definitely have been in the wars.
Yeah, I have been in the wars.
Yeah, you have.
They're pretty convincing.
What? Them boobs. I know they're real.
Right, okay, so layer up some more.
Yeah, we're going to add some more in here.
Are you doing the one for yourself? Like?
No, I haven't done a patch test on me, and I need it for me big one that I'm doing.
The one that you're going to do?
Yeah.
The one that shall not be named?
The one that shall not be named, no.
The unnameable?
Yeah, the unnameable. Now what I'm going to do is just roll at the latex until I can get a hole developing. Aha. Here we go.
What are you doing now?
I've got a hole.
What are we doing?
Put a hole. Relax. And then we're just going to open that up a bit and pull it from the skin and allow it to sort of get quite wrinkly there at the edge. We want to do that in more than one place. So it's just creating little tears in the latex, and as you can see, it's just developing some holes. Can you see that on camera?
Yeah.
So it's just developed a few little holes there, because when you scalded or burned, little holes do develop in the skin. And it looks a little bit blistered. What? What are you laughing for?
Oh.
Okay. Right, okay, so we've got a couple of holes there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we're going to use the Kryolan burn wheel. Inside the wound, which would be fresh flesh. So it's going to be quite pink. So we're going to go for the bright red there.
Alright.
And we're going to take the bright red inside these wounds. So we're just showing this on a very small sort of scale here, but I am considering next year doing Alec as Freddy Krueger. I would do this over the whole face, so that'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it, Alec? Alec's looking a little bit scared at the idea of that. I don't blame him. And we've just put some of this like sort of skin tone sort of flesh colour in here, because using this makeup it's all about layering it, creating some depth in the wounds, and then going back in with a little more red, and this time it'll look a little bit more stippled in there. If you can see that, it actually takes it back to almost sort of a skin colour and takes away the brightness of the red. I think it definitely makes it look a bit more realistic. Then with the same palette we're going to use the burgundy colour around the area and stipple it on. Just adding some black in there, because this is a burn round. Do some sort of charcoal and ash, and bringing that around the outer edges of the wounds, which helps highlight the areas where the flesh has kind of fallen off. And then we want to use some gel blood with a very small detailer brush, and you want to wet the areas of the skin that are open. Gel blood's really thick, so you won't get lots of runniness with it, so this effect should stay inside the wound quite nicely. And also when you look at it, the shininess there kind of highlights you to the fact that those are little bits of skin missing. And then I'm just applying some cake blood now on top of that. And just stippling that around the wound. Fills in between the dark red and the black. And just gives it that really nice texture. If I was to do more wounds like this next year, I would definitely get some of the Ben Nye fresh scratch blood. And then you can pull at the edges of the wounds and mess them up if you want. And you can see these big bits of skin that are just like hanging there. It looks really good. And that's it. That is your burn wound. And we're going to do a slash wound here on the back. To do the slash wound on the back, we're going to need some more wax. And I want to make 2 sausages out of wax. So this is just going to look like somebody has slashed Alec with a knife. I definitely will get a spatula for next year, a proper one. And we're running these alongside each other, as you can see. We're going to make it quite a nice deep sort of scar. I'm just going to press the wax so it adheres to the skin. But you want to leave a nice opening there because you want to put your gore inside there and make it look like it's quite deep. Okay, so I'm going to use black paint again for this. And we're just going to paint inside this wound with the black. If it gets on the wound, that's okay. So we're going to take some cake blood. And that's going to cover over the black on the top of the wound. Taking a little sponge. I'm just going to pull out the edges of the cake blood. Just makes the edge of the wound look quite smudged. Continue to darken up the inside of the wound. and just bring it out around the outside. Give it a nice smudge. Nice generous helping of gel blood in here. And then we're just going to take some of the bright red cream and just bring it to the edges of the wound. And again, smudge those out. That also makes the skin look quite bruised and agitated. And that's it.
Is that it?
That is the big slash, knife slash in the back.
Oh, nice slash in the back.
Yeah.
On the shoulder.
On the shoulder. Like somebody's running after you and just trying to slash you. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, so what do you think? Which one's your favourite?
Well, I'm thinking that possibly this one.
The burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the burn's really nice. There's the burn, the slash.
Slash and burn.
There's the burn. A bullet wound. And you got a split lip, which has come off because he's been drinking coffee, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And then some black eyes. This one's developed quite nicely actually, as the cream's kind of melted together. And that one, yeah. Right, so that's it. I'm going to put some photos at the end. Thank you for being my willing victim. Thank you for being my willing victim. You've been brilliant. Thank you.
I know.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Ha ha ha!